What's going on in New York City in the month of October? This is one of the best times of year to be here, and if you're looking for ideas, well, you've come to the right spot. Today, I'm going to be sharing the top activities in New York City during the month of October. You don't want to miss it. We're going to start with something special that was supposed to occur this month, October 4th, but actually came September 20th at 12:21 a.m. Our son Alexander was born. Almost 9 pounds. Mommy and Alexander are doing just great. I am slowly learning the ropes of being a dad. Wish me luck, everybody, but you'll be seeing Alexander and Adriana more on the channel coming up real soon. All right, back to actual New York City events. New York Comic Con going on October 6th to 9th at the Jacob Javits Center. Single day tickets still available as of September 27th. If you're into comics and that whole world, it's a fun time. People dress up, complete vibe. Tickets starting at $67.75 for single day passes. Where are my coffee drinkers out there? The New York Coffee Festival coming to Chelsea October 7th through 9th. New York's flagship coffee event running over the course of 3 days. $38 in advance, unlimited coffee samples, and 100 different vendors. If you're obsessed with coffee, I can't think of a better place to be. Columbus Day Parade, October 10th. 35,000 people, including bands, fleets, and Marines, take part in the parade. Starts at 5th Ave on the corner of 44th Street, heads up north to 72nd Street, starts at 11:30 a.m., ends at 3 o'clock. We've got a lot to discuss with a change of season in New York in October. Now, last year, the foliage was actually not that good in New York City, so fingers crossed for 2022. This website predicts the week of October 17th will be peak foliage in the city. Don't take my word for it. There's a lot of websites that track foliage. Check those websites before you book your trip if you just want to see peak foliage. Central Park, that's the classic place to take in the change of season. I mean, there's too many spots to mention. I'd probably start at the Columbus Circle entrance and just work my way through as much of the park as I could handle. Something else worth noting in Central Park is a Central Park Floatilla. If you've never heard of it, it's occurring October 28th. Bring your own carved pumpkin and float it on Harlem Mere. This has been a North Central Park tradition for over 30 years, a great kids activity. Only the first 50 pumpkins will float. There's some rules about this, so check his website out on screen for more details. Fort Tryon Park in Upper Manhattan near Washington Heights is one of the city's best parks, and it doesn't get much attention. When the leaves change colors, pair that with the epic views overlooking the Hudson, and not to mention it's right next to the Cloisters Museum if you want to do a really cool 2-for-1 special. If you're in Brooklyn, Prospect Park in the fall is never a bad idea. You're not going to see many tourists there. So much room to explore there, and if we get the right change of season, could be an epic spot. Now, if you want to take things up a notch as either a local or a tourist, have you ever heard of fall foliage cruises? I think the Seastreak Fall Foliage Cruise may be your best bet because not only do you get a narrated tour of the Hudson, but the boat stops over in Cold Spring, New York for 4 hours. You get to walk around a super cute Hudson Valley town before coming back to the city. You can even stay overnight and take a boat the next day. So I think that's your best option. You get to check out a cute town and see the foliage up and down the Hudson River. Alternatively, you could take the train from Grand Central to Cold Spring. We filmed a video there a few years ago. I still rank it as one of the best autumn day trips in New York City. Urban Hawker opened end of September. We're gonna throw it into the October mix. This was actually a dream of Anthony Bourdain for New York City to have a Singapore-style hawker center with about 17 different food vendors to choose from. Singaporean food, Indonesian food, Malaysian, Filipino, Chinese, Indian, and more. This place is a foodie's dream come true, and it's already packed. This place smells so good. Do not come here on an empty stomach. You'll never make it through the whole thing. And then this could be Manhattan's hottest food hall right now. The buzz is real. This is Midtown's answer to Chelsea Market, perhaps. And they're trying to keep prices affordable here. Most dishes are $12 to $17. The reason they call it a hawker center, it's these stools. That's the reason. Those are the stools you find all over Asia at markets just like this. If you love my channel and you want to condense all the information that I provide into some simple to follow guides, check out our new New York City travel guides. You can use them on the go, on your phone, also available as a desktop version. I update them constantly. That Hawker Center that you saw in this video just went into my Midtown guide. Put all of that insider knowledge into one place. These guides are 50% off for a limited time. See the link down below in the description. I even included 2 free ones, so go download those on me. If you can make it out to Long Island or the Hudson Valley, you've got to check out the great Jack-o'-lantern Blaze. So they have more than 7,000 jack-o'-lanterns, the most in the country. The Blaze is a great all-ages event. Imagine walking through a lit-up Halloween-themed world. It's definitely really good for families that aren't quite ready to take the kids to a haunted house, but still want something that's gonna wow them. Adult admission, $44. Children 3 to 17, $36. And the Hudson Valley one is selling out fast. Book those tickets now, trust me. When our son's a little older, I am definitely taking him to this. There's many haunted houses in New York, but the one I'm always hearing the most about is Blood Manor in Tribeca. So it opens September 30th through November 5th. Blood Manor is a first-class haunted house comprised of 10,000 square feet of themed rooms, corridors, and a labyrinth of passageways designed to be the most intense, creepy, and scream-inducing haunted house attraction in the New York tri-state area. Not recommended for children under 14 years of age. Not recommended for me. I hate being scared randomly. I don't like those jump scares. I don't like horror movies. Tickets start at $40. Ben, you think you're gonna be going?
Blood Manor Haunted House. Here's the footage of me from 2019. It's definitely a very Halloween-y experience.
But so you couldn't even finish filming there?
I did, but none of my footage were usable because I was just shaking every like 5 seconds.
Open House NY from October 21st to October 23rd. This is a really rare and unique opportunity you need to jump on. Each October, hundreds of sites across the city, many rarely open to the public, open their doors in person and virtually for talks, tours, and behind-the-scenes insights. They haven't announced what's going to be open yet. That happens on October 6th. But some of these spots require reservations, so go to ohny.org and sign up for their newsletter to find out when these lotteries happen. If you love New York history and architecture, this could be your only chance all year to get into some buildings you'll never have access to otherwise. I'm excited for this personally. Where are my music fans out there? The BRIC Jazz Fest taking place October 20th to 22nd. It's going to be held for the 8th time. Now you can experience legends of the jazz world and some rising stars at the BRIC House in downtown Brooklyn. The artists are going to bring their own personal style, so you might see some jazz combined with hip hop. It's going to be innovative. If you're a fan of jazz, look into it. If you can, make sure to take some photos of the Pumpkins Arch at Pier 17. Now this arch motif, every year at the end of October, pops up. It's one of the most beautiful fall photos you can have with the Brooklyn Bridge right behind it. This one is one of my favorites that you won't believe is in New York City. The Queens County Farm Museum is the oldest farm in New York, and we just went there for another video. It felt like I was upstate. You can feed and pet barnyard animals, sheep, ponies, goats. They have a hayride, perfect for kids, and take advantage of the fall harvest season. You can go pumpkin picking, and they even have a corn maze. That's right, a corn maze in New York City. If you've got kids, you've got to get out there during the fall. One of the city's best spots that doesn't get enough attention in autumn. Got a cool event for my families watching. October 22nd, Brooklyn Bridge Park. The annual Harvest Festival is going to take place, and it celebrates a change from summer to fall. They're going to have live music, a small procession, lawn games, and a lot more. And really, do you need an excuse to go to Brooklyn Bridge Park? Some of the best views in the entire city. The absolute best parade in New York City, as far as I'm concerned, is the Village Halloween Parade, Monday, October 31st. If you want to march, and I highly recommend you do, bring a costume and then show up between Canal and Spring, 6:30 to 9 p.m. You can watch it as a spectator all over Avenue of Americas. I have done it both ways, and I'll tell you, As someone that marches in any costume, you can run around the parade, get up close and personal for pictures and videos that you'd never get watching it as a spectator. Get a group of friends, get creative, and have one of the best experiences for Halloween possible in New York City. If you're visiting New York, you may want to go to some of the top tourist attractions. In this video here, I go undercover as a tourist to show you guys exactly what they're like. It's a can't miss.